I'm Bill Stokes, the publisher of Springfield Scene Magazine. Springfield native and Lanphier High School alum Andre Iguodala recently announced his retirement after 19 seasons in the NBA. Paul Wappel, who writes feature articles for Springfield Scene Magazine, interviewed the four-time NBA champion and the 2015 NBA Finals MVP about his incredible basketball career, what's next in his life, and his appreciation to Springfield and Central Illinois for their support. Now on to the interview.
So you're retiring after 19 seasons in the NBA. What will you miss the most and what will you miss the least?
Great question. So, just a long career, what every kid dreams of, but it's really, really hard to even dream of that length of a career. And with some of the success I had, I couldn't dream of it. So it was just a beautiful ride. The learning experiences, more than anything, most retired athletes miss the teammates. You miss the camaraderie. You see these guys every day. They become like family to you. They understand you like more than anyone else, in the world, even your closest family members. They understand you and what you go through, the ups, the downs, the bus rides, the plane rides. You tend to miss the most. But what won't I miss? I'm guessing the pain. You go through a lot of pain playing that many years, and then you just a lot of things that are behind the scenes that can trigger you mentally in terms of trauma type situations that all professional athletes that when our salaries are made public and you become a public figure, there's some things that come along with that really aren't suited for a human to handle. And so, but just proud of the way I handled it, the majority of things, and the things that I didn't handle the way I wanted to, use them as a learning experience.
So 4 NBA titles, Olympic gold medal, NBA Finals MVP, and the list goes on and on of your, accomplishments. Is there one moment, Andre, one game, one championship, one play that really sticks out to you or anything?
Yeah, a lot of moments stick out to me. I remember the draft. That was a special moment. My first basket in Boston was a special moment. That first game was a special moment. First triple-double, I remember. First All-Star game, playing in the Olympics, playing the World Championships, first Nike commercial. You remember, you have all those special moments, and it's hard to pick one that stands out because, certain moments wouldn't have happened without other moments. And so you just, I think the best way to go about it is trying to live in those moments and be super present. Once you start winning multiple championships, you start looking into the future, or you don't allow yourself to enjoy the moment in itself. And so that first championship, you are allowed to enjoy that moment in itself, and you want it to last for forever. But after you win the first one, or after you win the second one, you become a little bit jaded. So the first one was really cool.
Let's talk about Central Illinois a little bit. So last spring, you were inducted into the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame in Bloomington Normal. What does that accomplishment mean to you?
Well, that's something that you can dream about while you're in high school, when you're having some success in high school. You're not thinking about that, but you want to dominate and put yourself amongst the greats. And that's an incredible class with Sean Livingston and Candace Parker, who I'm very close with, both of them, having conversations with both of them about that moment. I think I'm more excited to be inducted with those two more than just being inducted. They've had tremendous careers in basketball, extending beyond high school basketball. Candace with her career in college and in the pros, and with Sean Livingston, his journey has been amazing, and the platform he's been able to build for himself and share with Central Illinois community is just amazing to be spoken in the same breath as those two.
What did the Boys and Girls Club of Springfield do for you and your brother Frank, Andre?
Yeah, the Boys and Girls Club was a great outlet for us to, interact, conflict resolution, get rid of a lot of energy, having discipline, being able to take constructive criticism. We had some great mentors. I can go down the line of Uncle Teddy, Uncle Beaumont, Uncle Phil. We had an amazing group of mentors who prepared us for life outside of just playing sports. And, street smarts, I feel like my mother taught me, how to have a sense of self in terms of being book smart, but being in that environment with the Boys and Girls Club gave me a lot of street smarts and being able to maneuver in different rooms, learning how to play pool, foosball, table tennis, sharing snacks with other kids, less fortunate kids. It was just an amazing life experience that you don't really understand in the moment, but as you get older, you realize, those small things can separate you and move you ahead in certain arenas that you participate in as you get older.
A year ago, this past summer, 2022, there was 3 street signs put up, three intersections, Andre Iguodala Drive here in Springfield. What was your reaction? What are your thoughts about that? I mean, that doesn't happen to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a special moment as well. Just getting a street sign. My close friend Evan Turner, he spoke about it. He got his street. I think he got his before me, and he was laughing about it. But I got a picture recently. Someone was just driving past and sent it to me. And so those are always special moments when folks reach out to you and, they're able to experience a moment like that, just being there on site. So, something that we'd love for to be there forever. And though I think those are the moments we cherish the most, when you can cement who you are and your values and what you represent in that manner that stands the test of time and even exists when you're gone.
You've done a lot, obviously, on the court. No secret about that. Incredible career. What makes you give back to Springfield? You've helped the Boys and Girls Club. You've helped School District 186. You helped after the tornado. You had the Thanksgiving Andre for several years, to make sure those less fortunate had a hot meal, a turkey on Thanksgiving. Why is it important for you to give back?
Well, yeah, that's always been something that's been near and dear to me, is giving back. And as I've gotten older, the philosophy has changed a little bit in wanting to be more impactful. So I'm still on that journey, and it's never going to end. I have this grand ideal that I'm brewing up right now. And for me, it's to give every child an opportunity to reach his or her maximum potential. And I just got off a call. I took a pitch from a startup company on helping kids excel in reading. And it just got my mind just all over the place in terms of how impactful that will be. Around first grade is probably the most important year for kids to learn how to read, and it can shoot you on the right track to reach your potential, or it can hold you back for the rest of your life. And so, that journey, like I said before, will never end. And I'm always trying to come up with different ways and different methods, and studying different philosophies in terms of how can we truly unlock the full potential of our youth. And Springfield is a place where I want to unlock all the true potential of our youth.
Who's been the biggest influence in your life, Andre? Is it one person? Is it more than one person?
I would say it's a collective. 2 people that come to mind right away that probably left the most impactful. They were most impactful to me was probably my mother and my grandmother. They're very strong, independent women who understood what sacrifice really meant, understood what discipline meant. I think they understood the vision of long term. And too often, we don't look far enough down the road. We look at the short term. I think that's where the shortcuts come from, and we're trying to get somewhere really fast, as opposed to just living in those moments. Setting short-term goals are very important, but having a long-term vision is really what separates the good from the great. And with some of the foundational teachings they gave me, it set me up for success on a long-term vision, and it seemed to be coming to fruition. Still got some time to go. I'm still young, in age, but old in basketball years, but still got a lot of life left and a lot of things that I want to accomplish, and wouldn't have been able to get to where I'm at or get to where I'm going without those two.
You've written a book, you've got a podcast, you have a wide range of guests on that, you have investments, you're involved in a lot of charitable work. What's next for you? Is it a combination of those things, or what do you like doing the most of those?
I like being purposeful. That's what I enjoy doing the most. You know, whether it's philanthropic, whether it's investing in companies, and not just about investing in companies from a financial perspective, but more so, you know, these where I'm at now in Northern California, Silicon Valley, disruption seems to be the theme. You know, how can we make sectors more efficient, more accountable, more impactful, reach more people, access. And when you use those words, you think about the less fortunate, those from the inner cities who, you know, systematically haven't been able to participate in a wide variety of things that life has to offer. And so I want to change the way that that's thought of and looked at. And access is key for me in inner cities and African-American communities. And so, you know, that's any way I can be a part of those ecosystems is what I look to get into, to bring it back to the places that I come, like the places like I come from.
I know you love playing golf. You've done some analysis and you play a lot. Who's a better golfer, you or Steph Curry?
Yeah, it's not even close. Steph's like really good, like a professional good. So he's in a stratosphere on his own. I'm even actually pretty good in relation to golfers. I might be in the top 1%, but Steph's on that level of, you know, you got a YMCA basketball player that plays pickup and you're trying to go against an NBA player. It's similar on Steph. He's that good at golf.
Hey, you were on Abbott Elementary, did a great job. My daughter saw it. And acting in the future, did you enjoy that?
That was fun. You know, anything I do, I try to do it very seriously. I had a short role, so I was able to, you know, hop down to LA, film for a couple hours, and then hop back to the season when it was filmed. And so I had a really good time. Keena Brunson from Philadelphia, lifelong Sixers fan. So it was perfect timing on me spending time in Philly and her coming up as a creator and a writer, and, you know, just came full circle. I met her at the ESPYs and told her how big of a fan I was, and she had the same sentiments towards me. And you know, it was a perfect time to beg to be on the show, and she got me a role in the series, and it was a fun time. My on-screen companion was very, very, very funny. She's actually a comedian by trade, and so we had a hell of a time filming that.
The Warriors announced, you know, they're going to retire your number, raise it to the rafters. How does that make you feel, Andre?
I haven't been able to really digest a lot that's going on in the last 19 years of my career, with just having so much going on. But I'm sure in that moment, I'll try to be present in that moment. You know, that's one of my weaknesses. I struggle to be in the moment, just always looking ahead, looking forward to what's next in life and trying to reach goals. So I'll do my best to live in that moment, and something that's very, very rare and becoming more rare with movement in professional sports and athletes, you know, not spending as much time in one place. So it'll be a special moment. I look forward to enjoying my family.
Is coaching in your future as an assistant or maybe head coach on Andre NBA? I know there's got to be some interest in that in you, and Steve Kerr thinks the world of you, obviously, and everything.
Yeah, well, at the moment, I got some things that I'm enjoying in life, and I'm trying to tackle those things that are very challenging to me. I think coaching or that role similar to that, maybe GM, maybe owner, operator, it falls in the same realm, and I'll always keep that in my back pocket. But if the time is right, I wouldn't shy away from it. But right now, there's a few other things that I'm passionate about, and letting the mind start a blank canvas and seeing what I can drum up as an artist in the other worlds that I'm in.
Anything else? Anything you'd like to add, Andre, especially for the Springfield Central Illinois audience? Anything you'd like to mention?
Yeah, just, you know, I wouldn't be who I am without the foundation and where I came from. And don't get back as much. just because just the schedule's gotten so busy, and the world I live in now is, I try not to. I'm trying to be as efficient and impactful with my time. So would love to get back more, but just want to let everyone know that I really appreciate all the support, all the love, and everything that was provided to me from Springfield, Central Illinois location. And they'll always be near and dear to my heart.